that was my rant for the day. I'm going to do this last story really quick because I want to end on a light note again. And I have to admit, after the last two stories, I need a light note. The story I read about, it was oddly sexual to me. I found it very intriguing. And it's quite simple, but very, very hot. Maybe I was just in a weird mood. Nah, I do think it's hot. This is from an article entitled, "I secretly fattened up my bridesmaids before my wedding." A conspiracy? I'll fit it in there some way if I have to. This woman, she's getting married, and she has these beautiful sisters. And she's going to get married, and her sisters are going to be her bridesmaids. But she started to think, she goes, my sisters have always been, we've always been really competitive. My sisters are very, very pretty. I want to have the perfect wedding, and I want to have the perfect wedding photos. So what she started doing was, first off, so they're all three girls. It's her, she's the middle child. They're all blonde. They all have fair skin. And she picked for bridesmaids' dresses neon yellow. So it made them look super washed out and gross and ill. It made them look, their skin have a weird sheen to it. And then she started making breakfast. I can't say the word. Damn it. She started making... I didn't know this word was in the article. She started making them breakfast smoothies. And she bought a container of weight loss shake and emptied it out, and then added in a mega weight gain protein powder into it. And she was making them, and she's like, oh, these smoothies are just a good way to start the day, and we're going to do this. And so her sisters started getting chubby, and they couldn't figure it out. And her smoothie was just fruit and coconut water. So the end result was the two sisters had to have their dresses altered. They put on they didn't get like Big Mama's house fat, but they put on enough weight. Their dresses had to be altered. And she's like, I had a great time. The photos came out great. And both my sisters lost the weight relatively quickly because they stopped drinking the smoothies. Once the wedding was over, but they've been like, oh man, those smoothies were so good. What's your recipe? Since then. And so I thought it was a fun story. It technically is a conspiracy where and that is the definition of a conspiracy. She has this secret plan to enact against other people. And I read the article and I'm like, this is vaguely, I find this vaguely erotic. And I don't know if it's erotic because I like diabolical women. Not like diabolical women like I'm going to murder you for your drug money, but just kind of slightly manipulative. Slightly kind of like, I pulled one over on him. Like that. To a slight degree. I don't want to attract a bunch of psychos into my life. I don't know if that's the attractive part or the idea of these thin women slowly getting plump. And their dresses getting tighter. I don't know. I don't have a weight gain fetish. But this whole article, I was like, maybe I'll, this is vaguely, this is quite erotic. So I wanted to include it in the show. So I had an excuse to read it again. And technically it is a conspiracy. deadrabbitradio@gmail.com is going to be your email address. You can also hit us up at facebook.com/deadrabbitradio. Please don't send me inflation porn. Please, I've seen it. That's not my thing. I like tight dresses. I like dresses that are too tight. Actually, I have a thing for that, but where was I going? Twitter is at Jason O. Carpenter. Dead Rabbit Radio is the daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime podcast. You don't have to listen to it every day, but I'm glad you listened to it today. Have a great one, guys. That was a clip from our daily podcast, Dead Rabbit Radio. Dead Rabbit Radio is available anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime news. If you want to hear the full episode that this clip came from, check the link below. Please like and subscribe. And hit that little bell, too. That does some magical stuff. Thanks, guys.